Welcome to online teaching. This is chapter 10th, Colonialism and the Countryside. This is module 3rd. In second we discuss about the problems faced by the zamindars to pay the revenue to the East India Company. Here we will discuss about the topic the rise of jotedars. In previous we discussed that the company appointed some of the zamindars, or you may say talukdars, to collect the revenue from different villages. And beside that, there were some of the persons that were an important part, or you may say that were an important hawkeye onto the zamindars. They were not under the zamindars, they were rich people and they were also wealthy, and even the zamindars that were not in a position to harm them. Okay, so we will be discussing for those jotedars. You are aware that in the 18th century there were crises of zamindars. It means if they were not able to pay the revenue or the fixed rent that is to be deposited with the company, then their zamindari was to be auctioned. Okay. Now, and some of the persons were there that were happy on their auction, on their bidding. These were the jotedars. Okay. Now, John, that was Francis Buchanan. Francis Buchanan, he was a physician and he came to Bengal in 1790s, and he was there and he started a zoo and he had some of the record. He collected some of the records regarding this zamindari system. So Francis Buchanan, what was that? He surveyed in the district of Dinjapur in North Bengal. We have read about Budwan, where some of the zamindaris were auctioned, and in Dinjapur in North Bengal, these jotedars, they were having a lot of wealth, or you may say their condition was improving. And what was that? These zamindars who were not able to pay their revenue or the rent, their zamindari was to be auctioned, and even some of the zamindaris were purchased by these jotedars. The zamindars lived in urban areas. They did not have much of the bond with the rural people because they were living at faraway places. Jotedars were inside the village. They were having some of the palaces, big houses, and some of the people or the poorest people, they were the person of these jotedars. How they were? The poor people, they wanted some money, they wanted some help. Then these jotedars were ready to help because they were wealthy, they were rich, and even a lot of area was also there. And these zamindars, they were living outside the you may say villages, and they do not have such connectivity. Okay, so zamindars, they were living outside, and jotedars, they were living into the villages. When any problem comes, then these jotedars were the helper. And by those, some of the rate of interest by snatching their land, or by that they were increasing their wealth. They were becoming rich because they had to pay very short money, very less money in the form of interest. So it means these zamindaris and jotedars, they were anti. They were anti. It was good for East India Company because they also wanted to have a hawk-eye on these zamindars, and jotedars were also very helpful for in these. Okay. Now what happened? Some of the jotedars, they were living and into this North Dinjapur. A lot of jotedars that were living and they were becoming rich and rich. And even zamindars, they were not in a position to have panic for them, to create problem for them. So these were an important one. Now what happened? When the zamindari is to be auctioned, then some were purchased by the jotedars. Now we will discuss another thing, that how the zamindars were not able to lose their zamindars, means the register of zamindars, the resistance of zamindars, the register of zamindars. You are aware, when in Burdavan some of the auction was there, the zamindars sent their person in the form of bidding and they were able to control. Here the situation was also same. In Burdavan, or in that you may say Dinjapur, when any auction was there, the zamindars sent their people in auction and they were the highest bidders. And some were also played very tricky. What they did, some zamindars transferred their property to women. It means that may be their mother or that may be their wife. So that was also a trick that was played by zamindars. And sometimes zamindars sent their people for auction. And what was the situation in auction? They were the highest bidders and they refused to pay the bid. They were the highest bidders and they refused to pay the bid. Again the bidding starts. And if, for example, it was 30 lakh and they reduced, and in there very least amount was paid. So these were some of the tricks that were played by the zamindar to save their zamindari and to save their property. Some were transferred to the women, some were into a tricky that they were the highest bidders. They do not pay, they refuse. Again bidding, again they refuse. In this way the company was in the huge loss. But this was a trick that was played. Third trick was also that some zamindaris were purchased by outsiders. Outsiders means who were not in those territories. What these zamindars do? They send their lathets, means their security guards who were having stick. They beat them. They have some of the afraid. They fear them and even they scold them. So in this way they were also able to. And sometimes farmers were also not ready to accept the dominance of other zamindar, outside zamindar. So it means these were some of the tricks that were played by these zamindar. What was that? The royals, the farmers, what they do, they did not accept the outside zamindar. They were feeling problem. They do not like, because they were loyal to their own zamindar. So it means these were some of the regis by the zamindars to save their zamindari. And here up to the 19th century, The zamindars, they were not in a position to lose their zamindari. They were rich, they were wealthier. A lot of, you may say, land was under their control. They lost their power in 1930s only. They lost power in 1930s when economic depression throughout the world. And after that, then the jotedars or money lenders that came into the power. So these were some of the roles that were played by the zamindar.